The male protector fantasy. Is it incel to want to be a father? Apparently so it is. At least the mold rats of Twitter think so. The lonely single women, what is it? The they and thems. The weirdos. Anyways, and some of the conservative ones as well, that are very interesting, right? There was one chick that was very interesting. Didn't say men don't have baby fever and shit. We will go in that phase. Yeah, we'll go in. We'll go in. No, and it's not insult to be a father. It is absolutely completely natural for wanting to be a father. Anyways, we'll go in.
Your eggs are drying up. If you're a woman online, you have probably heard that many times.
You've heard it, girls. You've heard it, girls. I have a decent portion of women on this channel at this point, right? So that watch the video. So girls, you've heard it. Your eggs are running for their lives. And yes, your Oshis as well. Get your local Oshi pregnant. 3, 4, 5 children, 7, and a football team. All of them. Make it happen. Moving on.
Perhaps this image haunts you at night. It is a true fact that women's fertility begins to decline at age 30, and they suddenly wake up and get what we call baby fever. But what about the men? Do their sperms rot? Do their balls shrivel up into little raisins and die? Do they wake up one day and get baby fever? Do men have a biological clock in the same way women do? I've briefly joked about this in videos before. In fact, a clip of
Yeah, the rabbit holding the clock. Girls, you probably heard it from me. You say it a lot. Yes, of course. Girl, your eggs are drying up. You gotta lock in. You don't have much time anymore. I'd say we do. And it's a financial one. It's a spiritual one and a financial one. And I think it sets in for a lot of men in their mid-20s, where the father maxing begins. Or to like mid to late 20s, where the father maxing wants to start. Anyways.
line from a video I did a few months ago actually went viral recently thanks to the VTuber Smug-Alana.
Ah, yes, the male.
Yes, Smug. I love Smug. I love Alana. She's cool. Short answer: no. Men can have kids in their 40 and 50s. But will they have kids in their 40 and 50s? That's the question. And fun fact, technically it's not optimal to have children in your 40 and 50s as well, because fun fact, not only do women when they're too old contribute to birth defects, but men too. Here's a little fun fact. Well, yes, men are longer fertile, even they contribute to how do I say it? That a fucked up kid comes out. Sadly, I ate a clock. Now my body does have biological clock. Well, it stops working. That's when it comes in. You have one as well. Yep, that as well. And also, let's face it. If you're 40, 50, you're not having a child anymore. I'll be real. If you're 40 or 50, you're not having a child anymore. Most people have children in their mid-30s. That's just the truth. You're not having children in your 40s and 50s unless you like already have somebody. But yeah.
Biological clock.
And we already established this. You're in your mid-30s, 40s, maybe 50s. You're not dating a hot 20-year-old anymore. You'll get 5 minus 5 years. If you're like in your mid-40s, best you hope is a 40-year-old. If you're in your mid-30s, the best you can hope for is a late 20s, early 30s. Anyways. But yeah. Also, I saw the funny tweet where Shue literally said, yeah, Smug-Alana, check your DMs, dumb fox. So if there ever is a collab between those two, I would love to see it.
It's not physical, but spiritual.
Men will deny this, but they absolutely have a biological clock. It may not hit in your teens or your 20s, but one day you're going to have a dream. You have a little daughter making you pancakes with your wife in the morning.
Oh
and
my
you're
God.
not going to be able to get it out of your head.
Oh my
and
God.
and the comments were full of men discussing their dreams.
Already happened. It already happened. It already happened. Or like coming home and like your wife, right? Coming home and you're like your wife like waits for you, right? Or like right? Even like just the idea, right? Let's say my woman works longer than me for some odd reason, right? Or we're like we work at different times. Just like cooking for my kids, for my wife. Help, so help me. Lord help me.
Dreams to start a family. There is not much discussion about men's desire to have children. Like many things, it's not really something they talk about publicly. That was until a certain video game came out.
Just, what are you?
I am DI-03367, a state-of-the-art pragmatic created here at the Cradle. I possess basic life-saving...
How about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Pragmata is a sci-fi action game where you play as astronaut Hugh Williams, who is sent to investigate an abandoned moon base.
She's so adorable. Diana is so adorable. Yeah, this Capcom got a real gold mine on their hand if they can keep it up, right? Not only is this game like, right, a really good game, right? Which recently Capcom seems to have struggled a little bit, right? But this is a really good standalone game. It's also like the kind of father-daughter relationship between these two characters and like how much they rely on each other. It's like really good. It's really good. It's like, right? Diana, right? Diana is a glass cannon. She can't protect herself. And Hugh is the tank and the protector and the one that does the damage, but she needs to hack things for him to be able to do damage. It is so cute. Diana is so AI. What the fuck adorable about it? You'll see it. You'll see it.
He meets a childlike android named Diana, and they team up to survive and escape the space station. Along the way, they uncover what went wrong and defeat the bad guys, all while forming a strong emotional bond.
I'm counting on you, kiddo.
But it seems to have awakened something deep within gamers. Especially male gamers. The urge to get married and have kids. I'm not planning on getting married and having kids, but damn, this game is like fatherhood calling to me. Is this how women feel about their biological clocks? This game makes me want a daughter. What is this feeling inside me? It can't be. It's like, I want to protect. It's like, I want to be a dad. They won me.
It is so real. They won me over. The white baby. Baby. Feel paternal. Yeah, she's adorable. It's true. She's adorable.
Over, the white baby makes me feel paternal. I will burn anyone and anything that tries to harm her. This game is dragging out the innate dad instinct. I want to like Pragmata, but I can't, knowing that men are also enjoying it. This is a game for incels.
So, The Last of Us is a game for insults as well. Is there another game with a father-daughter relationship or father-son relationship? Doesn't matter. Anything like struggle, Capcom is on top of gaming right now between Resident Evil sequels and remakes. Now this is what we are talking about, the same Capcom. Oh, well, you haven't seen some of the DEI stuff they have been pushing. You haven't seen some of the way some of previous Resident Evil games have struggled a little bit with existing. You don't know all the struggle they had with Monster Hunter Wilds. A game that still doesn't run properly anywhere. You missed the Monster Hunter Wilds Capcom arc, I think. Because that game ran like ass, it also sold like ass because of it. Anyways, it's interesting. But we're watching another Wogue Agenda. I mean, kind of. We're watching a ShoeOnHead video, but hi, Niwi, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. And hi, Nimbus, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, there was some struggle going on with Capcom.
Babe, wake up! It's time for your yearly gamer culture war slap! It's 2014 forever, man. We are never going to escape Mr. Gamergate's wild ride. In this video, we are going to discuss the facts and theories behind the so-called male biological clock, after we discuss the drama surrounding the game Pragmata, and how a bunch of men expressing a simple, wholesome desire, the desire to start a family, has turned into yet another culture war. Yet another gender war. The gender war. Men versus women, women versus men, the male loneliness epidemic, the female loneliness epidemic, dealing with dating apps, hookup culture. Do men like curvy or thin women? Do women like dad bods or fit men? Do they like beards or clean shaven? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Before we get deeper into this video, let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor, Henson Shaving. For the last few decades, razors haven't been designed to work better. They've been designed to be marketed better. More features, more gimmicks, more blades.
A classic. A classic. I always like, I said it the entire time, say it often, but like I always like how she dresses up differently for the ads. But just specifically for the ads. It's very interesting. God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. Yeah, sure. I guess.
Just add one more blade, bro. One more blade, I promise, bro. One more blade. While skin irritation is just treated like something you just have to deal with. And a major cause for irritation is blade flex, because most razors use springs to let the blades move as you shave. That helps them adapt to like different angles, but also causes extra tugging and razor burn. Most people just learn to cope with like aftershave and cold water, fixing the symptoms instead of the cause. The question nobody asks is, should the blade even move? And here's where Henson Shaving comes in. By fully supporting a two-sided blade all across its length, they hold the blade in place, preventing any bouncing or skipping.
Eventually, she'll get me to buy a razor. If this continues, she will eventually. I wonder how many people she has gotten to actually buy one. Otherwise, she would constantly, you know, have an ad for it. Gender war, is that a thing in the West? Of course it is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. I mean, certainly. Right? Especially if you're on TikTok. You can see it all the time. But so absolutely, yeah. And mostly, actually, fun fact, women. They made a they made a little bit of a study. Again, at this point, I don't trust studies anymore because a lot of the methodology is just faulty. But that's beside the point. Apparently, only 37% of women have a positive outlook on men, while for men it's more than double that have a positive outlook on women. So that's very interesting. I wonder who is the one getting radicalized here.
Resulting in an irritation-free shave. No springs, no movement, no need to compensate with pressure. And there's something really satisfying about that. Not just getting a better shave, but finally fixing something that's been quietly annoying you for years. Like when you spend months wondering why you don't feel rested even after you get 8 hours sleep, and then you realize, oh, I need a new mattress. You don't need more aftershave, you need a new razor. And since I switched to Henson, I noticed that my shaves have been smoother than ever. No tugging, no cuts. The best part is, once you invest in a Henson razor, it is a lifetime purchase. The only thing you need to replace are the blades, which cost just 10 cents each. So once you own the razor, you'll only be spending like $3 to $5 per year. Henson offers a variety of different colors. I have the rose gold. I think it's so cute. So if you're tired of razor burn, skin irritation, and overpaying for replacement blades, Henson Shaving is definitely worth checking out. Just head over to hensonshaving.com/shoe and add both a Henson razor and 100 blades to your cart. Then enter code SHOE at checkout to get the blades for free with your purchase. Big thanks to Henson for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. Right? Now, let's get back to the video.
Always sounds like a threat. I was like, yeah, gender will always been a thing anywhere. And then I remember there's Islam. Nah, There's no gender war because women don't exist in public. That's all there is to it. There's no gender war because there's no women in public. They have marriages with women and sex with men, at least in Afghanistan. If you do it right, you won't get cuts there. Be careful and you wouldn't need it. I guess, yeah.
Throughout history, there have been countless stories centered around a very specific dynamic: the adult protector and a child. You see it everywhere. In video games, they call it a dad simulator. The Walking Dead, The Last of Us, God of War, Detroit Become Human, BioShock, Life is Strange. Also movies like Logan, True Grit, in a way, Monsters Inc. Shows like The Mandalorian.
Yeah, The Mandalorian, for sure as well, right? Monsters Inc., I mean, yeah. Sully and Boo? Is that what she's called? I forgot. Makes sense. What else? Where's another one where you had... I mean, it's also like a lot more interesting with Pragmata because not only is Hugh technically adopting Diana, but also Hugh himself is adopted. So that makes it even more interesting, right? It's not just like family by blood, but like family by who raised you, which makes it even more meaningful. They solved gender war. Women lost. I mean, that's true.
Literature has done it forever with The Road, Les Miserables, and many, many others. It shows up time and time again because it taps into something deeply human. The instinct to protect, to guide, to teach, to nurture something more vulnerable than yourself. It is a beautiful and powerful story that has been told for centuries. And you're like really weird and an incel for enjoying it, actually. Incel game. If you buy this game, I'm gonna assume
The gender war is a global psyop to destroy humanity. Yes! 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 True. Right. That's why I don't like feminism. Fun fact. But because for multiple reasons. Feminism that isn't feminine, that isn't supporting women's strengths that are innate to women, that tries to destroy what women are, that tries to turn them into secondary men or secondhand men, is not something I want to support. Anyways.
whom you are a pedophile. I feel like it's a breach of ethics at this point to design child characters for an audience of majority male gamers. Like, let's stop with the defenseless girl the big strong man has to protect. This reeks of sexism and control. I hate—
If you think Diana... See, these people have not played the game. If you think Diana is defenseless, you are wrong. Hugh can't do anything without Diana. Diana can't do anything without Hugh. And that's that. That's all there is to it. These people have not played the game, that's why they don't know it. They both play off of each other incredibly well. These people don't understand that.
hate these father simulator games. They always give me the creeps. This is low Kirkenuanly fascist propaganda and gives me pedo vibes. Wouldn't it be cool if I sneezed right now? Fascist propaganda. If this is fascist propaganda, slap me and call me Adolf. Zoomer women really look at a wholesome
Shudolf, Shudolf. Yeah, maybe.
game involving a child and wait, what the f is low Kirkenuanly? After hearing about toxic masculinity for the past like 15 years now, finally a topic comes up where it's overwhelmingly positive masculinity, and what is the response? I think the funniest thing about the Pragmata controversy is that those incels genuinely think they could ever get near enough to a woman to impregnate one. It's not nuanced. Pragmata is blatant pedophilia catered to male gooner gamers. Why are people thinking this is sexual or makes you a pedophile? Because men are notorious for being peds and disgusting humans. They sexualize everything.
I find that incredibly funny. Would they say anything? Would they have anything to say, about teachers doing weird shit to their male students? The gender war is just a way to start fights between common people while the rich and powerful enjoy it. No, they just benefit of it because you can. A lesbian that was interviewed once said straight up, and I think she's hit the nail perfectly. They can make a profit of both of them hating each other. They can make especially a profit when women hate men. Like, I'm kind of confused on the modern meaning of fascism. I remember in local, like, is this put anti-fascism in union game? That word has no meaning, right? If you look up the definition, that's what right? That would literally, like, what do they mean about fascism? Everything that they don't agree with. That's what they mean about this. Right? That's what they mean about this. Because we have completely removed words from their actual meaning. Right? If you Google the definition of fascism, right? That wouldn't apply here. That's the problem. It's the same with incel. That has no meaning because they're calling men that have children already incels, right? Or married men. I wouldn't I wouldn't pay too much attention to it anymore unless it's actually used the way it's meant. They never play the games, just like Portkey Games getting harassed over Hogwarts Legacy. Apparently, we are already getting how do I say this? There will be a wave of harassment for Hogwarts Legacy 2. And even, see, you can't even use the proper definition that's given because fascism also applies to left-wing extremists. So you have a problem here. I think Metatron made a really good video about this. I watched it. Can't remember much of it, but I watched it. Metatron made a really good video about this.
Thing, you are not very smart. A lot of loser males who often turn to gaming are pedos. It is an unconscious strategy to avoid competing with chat, as well as complementing their own pure adjourniness. Stall development. What? Y'all are full of shit talking about dad instincts and whatever. We know why the f you want to play the game. You want to crack the little blonde bimbo slut. What? This character design creeps me out. Why does she look like a doll? Why is this blonde child with a blowout running around barefoot? I've not yet played the game. Is this expanded on in the plot? Or is this just eye candy for creeps? I feel like I'm going insane. She just looks like a cute kid to me. Like, that is just literally a cute little kid. I do not see the sexualization, and I am a huge pervert, mind you. I do not see what the f these people are talking about.
I don't know. Did you know having your own opinion, own thoughts and opinions is a fascist ideology? Correct. That's the problem. Simply having father-daughter characters are fascist. These people have no idea what the meaning of words are anymore, right? It's the same with Nazi, homophobic, transphobic, Islamophobe. That, by the way, does not exist. Right? These things, these people have no idea what these words mean. And that's the huge problem here. Not much to say.
There are creepy people on the internet who are sexualizing Diana. Yes, absolutely yes. It is a
right. These same people were calling a Latina a Nazi, which is impossible. It is ideologically impossible because you can only be one if you're ethnically German, right? That's the problem. Here we are. It is impossible because you have to be ethnically German in some way. So you'd have to be. Yeah, right. You'd have to be a German. You have to be from the Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, etc. You get the idea. Sexualization. I'll need to cross a few dimensions until I'll be able to see it. Quite a few. Okay, gonna be honest. I a little agree. It looking a little creepy because I fucking hate realistic characters to give me uncanny valley. Of course, right? A lot of the same people said that. What's the word? A lot of the same people said that. Right? Not a lot of the same people, but a lot of people say, for example, they don't like Detroit Become Human because it hits the uncanny valley for them.
small minority, but it is still disgusting. In fact, a subreddit had to be shut down because people were making not safe for work art of this child, which honestly is not shocking. It's Reddit. But that's not the game's fault. The game has nothing creepy in it. These creepy people will always exist, unfortunately. I have made several videos about these people existing. People getting mad here are not getting mad at the people sexualizing Diana. That would be completely understandable. It would make sense if they were going to the accounts that were doing that and calling them creeps, but no. They're for some reason just getting mad at people liking and enjoying the game. They're just spurging out and randomly calling everyone and anyone incels.
Why did they make her look like a porn star, though?
Why is the child sexy? Are you okay? These Twitter freaks see a child, immediately sexualize them, and think everyone else is as creepy as they are.
Seeing this character, right? The way it is, right? Completely innocent, right? Seeing this character like that and immediately thinking about anything sexual makes these people the creeps. Maybe that's just me, but I think it makes these exact people the weirdos, the creepy ones, the odd ones, right? Maybe it's just me, but I think that's the case. I think that when they think about this that way, they are the creepy ones. Nothing more to say here.
Like, no bitch, that's you! And Reddit! You and Reddit! There is nothing in this video game that caters to the freaks except for the fact that Diana is a child. Compare that to, like, Cuties, where there were up-closes of real children twerking. That is media. That is catering to those people. An article recently came out from the outlet The Gamer that in the beginning talks about what happened on the Reddit and how disgusting some people are being towards the character Diana. Okay, fair enough, I agree. But then towards the end, the author throws in something very telling.
I have not yet played Pragmata, and that's because I'm a little tapped out on stories where men adopt daughter-like figures and prove their masculinity by protecting them.
That is their real problem. Men protecting people. That's just them proving their masculinity. And as we all know, masculinity bad.
Blatantly not fuel, whether you agree with it or not. The average attraction trope on a little girl, blonde, blue eyes. I mean, the whole game is low-key Nazi propaganda.
How do you get to this? I mean, it's Reddit, okay? It's Reddit. So I won't say anything, right? I won't say anything, okay? It's a circle of hell, right? It's a circle of hell, seeing a normal child with no relation to sex and then thinking corn star is very questionable, for sure. It's just, Why? How? How do you come to that conclusion here? This is mental illness.
To be fair, I think the men who play this are probably creepy, but how is it Nazi propaganda? Blonde, blue-eyed toddler and tiaras looking white girl.
Sorry girls, if you have blonde eyes, it's over that, dude. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and you're white, sorry girl, but you just are a chronicle Nazi, and there's nothing you can do about it. You cannot change it. If your child gets those as well, they're a chronicle Nazi. I can't with these people. I can't with these people. These are horrible. What is this?
All you have to save is literally Nazi propaganda straight out of the 1930s, dude. Sorry, I don't see it. Ugh, I really don't have the energy to deal with this. Just use your brain.
Sorry, I don't have the energy to explain my schizophrenic paranoid delusion. Good. I don't have the energy to listen to it. Listen, I know we're all used to seeing gay, black, Hispanic, disabled furries in media lately, but I promise you, white people still exist. It's not Nazi propaganda.
I feel like this girl character is an objectification of the idealized child. She's pulled right from the patriarchal white supremacist imagination.
What a hellish time to live in! I guess he either furry or Nazi. How do these people come to that conclusion? How do you do that? Bro, whatever they take, I want it. I want it. I want it. Whatever it is, I want it. I saw this interview of women and men being asked if they kill for their kids. Every woman said no. The dudes were like, "Yeah, I'd kill someone for from someone else's kids, for someone else's." Yeah, I'd be like, uh, why, Obviously, like kill for my kid for sure. I probably, if it means I can't get to protect someone else's, then for sure, I guess. Patriarchal white supremacists. I find that very, very funny. They act like that's only for white people. What even is this video talking about? The game Pragmata, and people are acting a little weird about it, like this.
The perfect pure white girl child that must be protected so she can produce the next white generation.
That doesn't make sense. This is a robot. It's an AI. It's a clanker. An adorable one at that, but like, goodness gracious.
Anyway,
Funny how y'all have paternal instincts for a child with a model woman's face plastered on it. Make her look like an actual kid with missing teeth, short hair, bare face, snot, and see if those instincts kick in the same. This game is openly
She's still cute. She's still adorable, and I must protect. I still must protect. I don't care. I still must protect. I really hate you so much with a passion, so it would seem they hate us. Hate us because they hate us.
catering to pedos. The gaslighting is over.
wait, I'm trying to follow the logic here. Let me just give myself some brain damage. So we make her look more like a child in order to not cater to pedophiles? Am I following that correctly?
Also, the face on the left is like a child 6 to 7 years old, and the one on the right is like a 3-year-old. Diana's a robot kid. She's not a robot toddler. Also, again, she looks like a kid. Am I going insane? Like, that looks just like a little kid. Do they just want her to look ugly? Is that what this is? They want her to be ugly? Like, I need more brain damage. Hold on. Weeb incel gamers LARPing saying, ooh, I want to be a dad now, because they're manipulative, creepy freaks and like the ooh little girl with the model face, especially the lolicons, obviously. The devs know the male gamers hate a realistic or ugly.
A realistic. So. Okay, let me get this. Okay. Hold up. So, you're saying that this game caters to PDFs. Okay? Got it. But at the same time, you want them to use a real child as a model. Do I get that right? What is even Pragmata about? It's just, I just see it thrown around by either transphobic idiots, me, or people like this. Because it's basically just, how do I say this? It's mostly a third-person shooter. Realistically, with a little bit of Souls-like gameplay and overall just like these two characters, Diana and Hugh. It's just technically actually just really wholesome. But I can't spoil the game too much because some people probably haven't played it yet and still want to play it, so I need to be a bit careful here. But yeah, just know that this game is really wholesome. Puipoi Molcar. I'll look at that and I see what I can do because I have no idea because I actually need a video for that, so I have to look at that. The biggest irony is Diana's English VA is a black lady. Interesting how they ignore that. It's almost like they know nothing about the game. It's all, of course, it's all performative. These people are all performative. They are virtue signaling. You think these people crashing out will save a single child? Do we really think that they're actually going to save a single real child? No, they won't. No, they won't. Not a single child. I send a link for it, don't worry. Okay, that works. Okay, I think you need a doll. A doll? I don't want a doll. What? Without men and women being in a relationship, you need to be on the brink of extinction. Those woke people have little to no life. They have no life preservation anyways. These people have no life preservation. They are safe, like in their safe little bubble, screaming for letting everyone open borders, letting everyone in. But at the same time, they cry about the patriarchy. Yeah, no wonder if you let people in that are just like that. It's that simple. Like, no, yeah, these people have no survival instinct at all. Survival instinct of a dead cat. Guys, I got my first ever Lego Ninjago minifigure. Yo, not bad. Not bad. Hi, Shine Dog, by the way. How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
child, because that's not what they're playing for. If they made her look like a realistic, ugly child, none of them would be saying this.
First of all, why are they acting like it's real?
Also, it's like, I have to say this. What is this negative view on children? What is this? Okay, I'm gonna say this the way it is. This comes all from bitter, lonely women. Right? Anyways, I'm going to leave next week probably to help my sis with childcare while she is giving birth. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Interesting. Uncle Coco's out here. Anyways. See. I'm gonna say the way it is, these are all lonely, bitter women. Fatherless, even. Fatherless, lonely, bitter women. And that's all there is to it. There's actually all there is to it. Nothing more to be said here. Nothing.
Realistic to portray children as ugly and disgusting. Children are not ugly and disgusting. Like, they're cute and adorable. That's what they're known for. Like, yes, she's made to look cute. Yes. That's how you know this game was not made by Western video game developers. That's how you know there was no Liliths on the dev team here.
You guys would lose your shit while playing BioShock. Actually, BioShock is a really good example of this design working right. The little sisters are all gross and have gray-green skin.
No, you don't understand. Everything around me must be ugly as or I will furiously start masturbating. This all sounds like 2014 discourse, because it is 2014 discourse. Please don't let there be Gamergate 2.0. Who's going to be the ShoeOnHead 2.0 to emerge from the Gamergate 2.0? If she's listening now, just, this might sound very vague, but don't. That thing? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hugh, thanks for talking to me all the time. Ta-da!
Is this supposed to be when we first boarded the...
I couldn't believe they put AI in a video game, AI art in a video game. Anyways, have no life, pretend to care about this fictional robot kid's safety towards creeps, PDS while they kill kids in the womb, IRL, shaking my head. Yep. It's also like, these same people will have a problem with this, but then they won't give a shit about the grooming gangs in the UK. Because I know that a few of these people are people from the UK. I've seen it. So, I find that quite hilarious. Take my sister's kids to the movies tomorrow, seeing the new Mario movie. Oh, I think they will enjoy it, right? It's technically just Rainbow Vomit with no, plot, but, it's a fun watch for kids, for sure.
Tram?
Uh-huh. I drew it. It's for you.
Look at that. You wrote your name, too. Not half bad, kiddo.
This robot girl makes me uncomfortable, and the fact that I haven't seen female gamers fawn over her is interesting. I've seen more clips of her and that man, and that is not how kids behave. Something weird is going on here.
The something weird going on here is you, ma'am. You are the
Yeah, you are the something weird. Fatherless. That's all I can say. Fatherless.
something weird. Men like the Father Simulator game where you have to protect a small child and shoot up a bunch of robots in space? Suspicious! Also, I have seen plenty of female gamers fawn over this character.
I will me.
Yeah.
Look at them! Look at them! Look at the women are gonna fawn because look at her. Look at her. Billions must be born. Look at them. The eggs are activating.
Okay, everything's all about humans.
Who would win? Decades of anti-natalist propaganda? One little
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people be like, oh, there's no anti-natalist propaganda. What is this breeding fetish? I'm like, breeding but you know that we need to. You need to have children in order to exist. By the way, the same people that say this, by the way, that have this anti-natalist view, are the same people that demand free healthcare and just free shit, right? And less stress on them financially, but then they don't want to contribute in that way to society. But then it's just very interesting. Just very interesting how many people I've seen who have such views, right? And you look at them and they live in the country where there's free healthcare, or where the retirement depends on how many people are working. I'm like, huh, that's rather interesting.
There were even women cosplaying as her. And when women even expressed how cute they thought Diana was, they're also met with this.
Oh my god, Diana is so precious and adorable. I'm gonna love this game. Thanks for telling everyone why you want to play the game, before you make up some other excuse to hide your pedophilia. What? Water guns are the best. I like it just as much as crayons. I like how the sand feels on my toes. I press down and sink in. Children don't act like this. This is how someone who fetishizes fatherhood wants children to behave. To normal people, it's actually deeply off-putting.
I have to say this. Yes, she is a child. Yes, she has childlike behavior. No! She's not a literal child. She's still an AI, and she is experiencing things for the first time. I wonder if these people would say to a person that isn't able to walk, that for some reason gets the ability to walk, right? If they're gonna say like, this person's like all exciting and all happy, right? And then are they gonna be like, ew, this is weird. People who walk don't act like this. Oh, I can feel the ground beneath me. Ew, people who walk don't act like this. Shut the fuck up. The UK literally hasn't released criminally SA related stats since 2019 because Asian Pakistani men make up 52% of the grooming gangs. They also make the majority of birth defects. The more you know, right? They also make up the majority of the birth defects because you know, you can't have step corn in the UK, right? That's illegal now. But you can marry your cousin legally, by the way.
The best part was all the actual parents, like, replying to these people like, yeah, no, that is literally how my 5-year-old acts. It's like, yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. Fetishizing fuck. You mean the human desire to procreate and start a family? Oh, you want to meet a woman and settle down and have a family? Maybe have a house, 2 dogs? You sick fuck.
We've reached radioactive levels of incel propaganda.
What the f does incel mean anymore? I feel like I ask this in every single video. This tweet got thousands of likes. I feel like I am going insane. Where does the incel part come from? Like, they want men to be open about their emotions, and then men are open about their emotions, and then
no, they don't. No, they don't. They want you to be open about it so they can weaponize it. That is all. No, they don't want you to be open about it. That's all there is to it. These people are lying when they say they want men to be open about it. I mean, you can't just look at it between these people themselves. If somebody expresses concern, or if somebody expresses feelings that don't align with the narrative, they will use that against them. They are lying. These people in particular, they lie. No, they don't. Would incel be reverse of what is this, though? Yes, it would be. Right? It would be. See. You also always have to realize that these people will call literal married men incel. They will call fathers of 5 children incel. Which doesn't make sense, because you can't be involuntary celibate if you've cracked 5 times and had 5 children. Well, you probably have cracked more times, but still. Chud cell. I am the chud. I'm literally on the chud VTuber list. I have power. 2 sides of the same coin pocket. Yeah.
They're just called Nazis or incels or both. Usually both. It's usually a package deal. And this tweet came from a man to make things worse. A grown-ass man saw another grown-ass man speaking about the normal human desire to want a family and want children one day and called him an incel. Cockroach behavior.
In any case, what is this? Capcom's pragmatic.
Oh, wait! The dog roaster! Cooking with Kaya. The problem is that Kaya is the one cooking. Getting cooked. Anyways. Look at this! Look at this. Look at this. The man that cooks dogs.
Wait, did it come out already? Pragmata, it's making thousands of people suddenly want to start a family. You place Hugh as soldier, stranded on a ruined lunar research station. His job is protecting the childlike android Diana while fighting rogue AI. In one emotional moment, she gives him a crayon drawing of the two of them together as a little family. Even streamers who say at the start they didn't want kids end up breaking down happy in tears. So what's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff. And I don't understand.
I always find this funny. See, you know what the really good part is with Hassan? We never have to fear the idea of a child from Hassan because this man won't procreate. That's the good part about these things. Because, right, I think he's dating Valkyrie racist. I'm unsure though. I'm very unsure. Don't call Hassan cockroach. You're not worthy to be as an Asmund fan. I mean, certainly. Anyways, it's rather interesting.
And like why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things that you actually enjoy, right? If you're a lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman, why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like
you will never have your communist utopia. Why do you care, huh? Why do you care? I don't like the champagne communists. Go to Cuba, go to China and stay there. You rotten individual. That's all I can say. Ah yes, the dog-shocking brothel-going Diddy party enjoyer with a girlfriend that doesn't want kids. Her eggs are dying, I tell you. Hey, I don't want the family. And I enjoy such parts because I just imagine myself as a happy uncle instead. The cool uncle. The cool uncle with the exotic animals. Real.
riding for having children. Like, it's just not something that you're gonna experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right? This is something that I never understand.
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horseshit? Yeah, never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meaning. This is the dude the media wants us to believe is going to save young men from the alt-right pipeline. Yeah, okay. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hassan. Something weird about a man who could easily consensually get sex from a woman but chooses to go to a brothel. I don't know. Just saying. Also, 35? No kids?
Hey, that clock is not ticking for him though. That clock is certainly ticking for Valkyrie. That's for sure. Ironic, his girlfriend is a OP fan, and he has to pay for schmecks. Yep. Wait, OF, an OF fan? That's crazy. Wow, that's interesting. There are many more crimes to mention for Hassan. I'm not going to even going to bother. True. It's just rather interesting. Don't push him, Shue. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Didn't she destroy him on Twitter as well?
Like, I'm sorry, that just pisses me off. Like, sitting in his ugly ass $600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy in a fucking normal ass t-shirt. Sitting on his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their reaction to such like a simple, wholesome concept. Like, literally, no joke, the entire meaning of life is somehow confusing to Hassan Piker, anti-natalist.
I mean, it's true, right? I go into Shoe. That is crazy work, my friend. Hi, Lizardon. How you doing? Are we doing well? So here's the thing, okay? Biologically, that is true. For all beings on the planet, whether you like it or not, the biological reality is what Shinzo Abe said. Marry and reproduce. All animals on the planet. All. Every single one. Wants to continue existence by having offspring. That includes humans. That is the biological reality of all things. The most basic means of existence is reproduction. And nobody can argue with it. That's the fun part.
If I saw a child that looked like that, I'd probably attack it. I felt like hitting her.
Did these people not have fathers? That's the only explanation I can get, but I look at these people, I'm like, not even a mother would want this. Is this the result of kicking out your child at the age of 18? Is this how we got here? Right? She has Homelander's cape in the back of her video. Another boys fan. I see. Stop. Stop. You remind me of the scene with the dog. There were 2 scenes with the dog. Are you a good boy? Horrible. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, please.
The right-wing nutjobs seeing this and feeling paternal instincts are just predators. The only instinct I feel as a man right now is self-defense. I want to kill it.
Yes, the ones saying they want to protect a kid are the predators, not the ones saying they want to kill it.
The only thing I felt while watching this is pure bloodlust for that annoying creature. I hate children so much. Before you come at me, yes, I'm a 35-year-old crazy cat lady and proud of it. Stay mad.
First of all, every time you see a little smiley face like that, that's how you know that person is madder than they've ever been in their entire life. Listen, obviously...
Yeah. It's like, see? When somebody says they're happy, they have to point out they have to explicitly point out how happy they are, okay? Okay? I got news for you. You are probably coping. You are probably coping. Because especially in this context, horrible. Anyways, the Hassanlings are gonna be a global threat. Hide your dogs. Hide your dogs. True. Stay mad, they said, while being the maddest person in existence. Real. Exactly. I just seen that one scene where he multiplies and the rest is history. Ugh. It's just interesting. But yeah, truly, hide your dogs. Hide your dogs from most Muslims, anyways, because they don't particularly like them, especially the black ones. Huh? Dog racism. Interesting.
If you simply don't want kids, that's fine. Like, whatever. Not everyone wants kids. Not everyone wants to be a parent. But the societal attitude, the difference between men and women here, how they handle this situation is so, like, fascinating to me.
I'm probably never having kids. I'm probably going to play video games for the rest of my life. I'm probably going to be as hot for as long as...
That is cope as well. The cope, because I can hear her eggs dying. They're dying, chat. Look at her. They're dying. But yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious, right?
I can. And I'm probably going to keep making money. That's probably what's going to happen for the next 40 years.
Yeah, but see, I'm quite... Also, you're not going to be hot in 20 more years, by the way. Just saying. 10 more years, actually. Also, I have to say this. Son, she used Thunderbolt on my Houndour, and now he's paralyzed. It doesn't help the fact that he's a dark type who's misunderstood. Real. So here's here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. This woman is coping. She won't be hot in 10 more years, and the only thing that she has going for her is that she's attractive. And eventually that runs out. And what is she gonna do then? It's just cope. It's just cope.
Years until people are just gonna keep being mad at me about it. Menopause is gonna hit me like a brick wall, but at least I will be getting the bag until then. You don't want
Also, I'm gonna straight up drop it. I'm gonna straight up say it. I can't wait. See, it's gonna be quite interesting. We don't even need to fight liberals. We don't. We don't need to fight leftists. They remove themselves from the gene pool on their own accord. That's also, by the way, why they tried to indoctrinate kids in school, because they can't multiply the normal way.
kids. I'll do it whenever I want. I don't think I'm running out of time.
Absolute delusion. I feel like a lot of men in this situation are like, damn, I wish I had.
Wait, I need to screenshot this. I'd argue her and Pokemon fell off a couple of years ago. They did, and that it happened when people actually looked behind that facade, right? When they were like new and like, you know, same with Caseytron, by the way, right? Just we throw that one in there, right? Like, oh, the gamer girls, right? That was like a new thing, and like, wow, there's women that play video games. Crazy, wonderful. I'm so excited, right? And then it's like, after that, eventually, the act was dropped, and then everyone knew that these people were snakes, right? It's like, remember when Pokemon complained about the fact that, like, back then people used to be nice to girls that played video games, and, like, they would just gift them shit, and now that's no longer the case? That's because eventually people realized who these people are, right? Especially after the Broke Boy incident. You're a broke boy, just say so.
Had a family, that sucks. Women overcompensate and they pretend to be proud of it, and it just comes off as really kind of sad. And I guess it's like, as a woman for a long time, it's like, oh, you're too young to have kids, don't have kids, it will ruin your life and your body and your career, don't have children. And then all of a sudden you hit a certain age and it's like, you're eggs, ma'am. I get it, it's frustrating, I get it. I hid my pregnancy from the internet. Nobody knew I was pregnant. Well, some of you guessed, because I was fat as f. But anyway, I hid it from the internet, and while I was like 5 months pregnant, I was getting tweets from like groypers and like, TikTok, your eggs are drying up. But this like
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. She's still better than Hassan's lapdog Pokey, who Hassan probably uses the shock collar on her too. Honestly, I think he uses it more on Ludwig, right? I think he uses it more on Jellywig. I play Domodachi Live and pick up my Beavs Meal and Shake. I'm around a bit. Me and Shake him around a bit. I can't read, bro. It's over. Wait, when did that happen? Good for you.
you haters, I got my cats. Enough. Stop spreading that attitude. Stop being a crab in a bucket. Like, even if you don't have children, that's fine. You could find other meaning in your life, obviously. But don't encourage that type of mindset. The amount of antinatalist propaganda young men and young women see nowadays is, like, insane. But the biggest antinatalist propaganda has to be, like, $3,000 rent, $2,000 daycare, and student debt, honestly. Like, if we're being honest. It's just sad because, like, through all of history, like, imagine your ancestors, they've been through like war and famine, and you're just gonna end your bloodline because the rent is too high. But it's understandable. They don't feel like they can support a child. They can barely support themselves, especially on one income, like how it used to be. Those days are gone. You know, if I was president and I wanted to make America great again, that would be the thing I focus on the most. But no, we have to do another bullshit war in the Middle East. Okay, whatever, we're not going into that, not in this video.
The thing is, that changes nothing. That changes nothing. We can look at, right? Okay. We can look at a lot of countries that have a lot of social benefits. And there's this theory going around that the less money people have, the less children they have, or the less social benefits they have, the less support they have, the less children they have. That couldn't be further from the truth. Otherwise, right? Otherwise, the United States and Europe as a whole would have Niger's birth rate, and Niger would have Germany's birth rate, if you know what I mean. So it doesn't work. That doesn't apply here. Wait, what do you mean? When did that happen? I've always been in a relationship. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's news to me. Anyways, it's just like that. Also, we can look at Hungary. If you have like 4 or 5 kids, you don't pay income tax. That didn't change shit. Crazy, huh?
Lots of strange reactions to this game. Let's clear some things up. Childless men do not have paternal instincts the way childless women have maternal instincts. Men first experience paternal instincts once they have their own children, and typically, those paternal instincts are only ever felt for their own children and no one else's. Men are not nurturers. Men don't gush over cute kids in public. Men don't have baby fever. If a man wants to possess a child for any reason,
Fuck you, I have baby fever. I want to be a dad. I don't care. Son, daughter. I want to be a father. Fuck you. Because I see this one.
other than it being a product of his own lineage, he's likely a predator. What?
Okay, first of all, even from like anecdotal common sense, this is just not true. This is obviously bullshit. Research literally shows that childless men experience like the desire for fatherhood almost just as much as childless women experience the desire for motherhood. Apparently, young men want children more than young women do nowadays. Many men, including childless men, exhibit caregiving, protective responses to infants, even if they're not their own. All through history, men have protected, mentored, even died for kids that weren't their own. Also, with this logic, like, uncles, stepdads, adoptive fathers, like, anyone like that is a predator. Like, men just have the protector gene, and this game just activates it. It's really not deeper than that. Yes, it's true men don't have maternal instincts, but men do have paternal instincts. There's a reason this game is about protecting her from evil robots in space, and not like, I don't know, breastfeeding her. Yes, women and men are different. And a huge factor in this very popular trope is that the man gradually develops paternal instincts over the child despite his stoic, emotionally distant, masculine nature. These gamers are experiencing that through the main character. If Capcom's goal with Pragmata was to make everyone who plays this game want to be a parent, then they've done an amazing job. I always sit back when Diana starts playing and think to myself, so this is what it's like to have a daughter? She's so cute. And for the record, yes, that is what having kids is like. It's also not so fun stuff and lots of responsibility, but the good parts completely outweigh the bad and make it all worth it. There were hundreds of tweets from people, mostly childless people, mind you, being like, that's not what having a child is like, actually, you stupid gamer. It's actually terrible and awful. Men like this view having a daughter like having a pet dog. Once she grows up and isn't a cute little girl anymore, they'll begin to resent her. Men really do want kids.
I have a hot take that there's some truth to that. However, it's not what they think it is. People around... So, how do I put this? I've noticed something, and that is that dads become distant to their daughters. And that's for one reason, and one reason only. And that is that other people outside of the family, maybe even inside of the family, who knows, sexualize this father-daughter relationship. That is what I'm seeing, and that is what is happening, in my opinion. That's why. Also, I think this woman earlier was 100% projecting, but I think that is the reason why dads become distant to their daughters. It's because other people outside of it think it's weird. When a daughter and a father get along well.
Kids the way kids want a puppy. All the fun, but none of the responsibilities. I don't like the way you guys talk about children. Like, they aren't toys. People will lose their f***ing minds when they realize that kids aren't like a dog or cat. They're a goddamn nightmare. Watching a child play with a toy and actually raising a child are two completely separate things. Kids are adorable when they're calm and playful, but little demons when they're screaming, snotting, and destroying your shit and keeping you up at night. Men really think having children is easy and fun. It's not so fun when they're pissing and shit and crying nonstop. Do you have kids? No, and I got my tube side 3 years ago, but thanks for asking. Wow, Diana's so cute.
Oh, raising children is horrible. How do you know? I don't know. I would have children. Oh yeah, dogs are dangerous. They bite you. How do you know? I don't know. I've never interacted with one. Same energy.
Maybe I want kids one day. Did you know they poop and pee and cry? Why this compulsive need to counter signal this? Watching a fictional kid play with toys for a few seconds and thinking that's what it's like raising an actual human being is probably a sign you have zero idea what it really looks like being a parent, and you should not base your decision off a video game character. Wait, wait, this community note. OP is an e-girl with an OnlyFans account.
Well, this one won't have children anyways, then. The only thing that one gets is shame. And yes, I'm at this point where I'm like, no longer live and let live. I'm just like, we should shame these women, and that's all there is to it.
You stupid gamers don't get it. Doom scrolling TikTok and having multiple failed situationships is true happiness. Children are a burden. Nobody is saying parenting is easy. Nobody said that. All the parts parents say are the best parts. All the parts parents say are worth it. That is what people are seeing and yearning for. They have this like insane compulsion to attack anything that's like remotely pro-family, I guess because it culturally clocks as conservative. So you have to just shun it and mock it, or else you're doing a fascist propaganda or something. This whole thing has just been a litmus test for humanity. On one side, people who long for love and meaning and human
Me! I am people!
connection, desire deeper things, and they're in touch with their humanity. And on the other side, miserable, insane freaks who want to destroy everything pure and wholesome. And then on the sidelines, normal people who just think this is a fun game. Yeah, that's probably most people. I think we're a little too online sometimes. So we have established that the broveries have been activated by this game, but is the male biological clock real? Unlike women who are born with a specific number of eggs, men create sperm all their life. Right now as we speak, your balls are creating sperm. Men can technically get someone pregnant all their life. And by someone, I mean a woman, not a femboy. You can't get a femboy pregnant. Stop trying. Sperm.
Also, homies, it may look like a woman, but it's not a woman. Having schmecks with a femboy is 100% certificated gay. Say gex. It is gay. Stop coping. Feminine enough is not an excuse. That is a man. You are sticking your stick into a manhole. I just want to clarify that. I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that as a man, we don't know how to deal with the hormones of female puberty, etc. So we rely on our wives to assist on those things. Thus, why fathers become distant. Maybe. I guess you'd have to look a little bit of statistics. From what I can see, it's just that people treat father-daughter relationships weird when the daughter is older. That's all I can see. I mean, they already do it weird when they're younger. Like, what? Remember when this dad came home from work and like picked up his daughter, and like weirdo women were just sexualizing it? I mean, in my opinion, and not everyone has to have kids. Want kids or whatever you do or whatever you don't shouldn't be such a big deal to everyone else. Like, it's your choice in your life. The problem is when more and more people are doing that. That's the problem. That is the issue. When more and more people are doing that, then it becomes a problem. Right? Remember, society is not made of people. It is made of relationships. No relationships means no society. It's all great and good. Yeah, everyone can make that decision. But if too many are doing it, then you have a problem. A huge problem. The problem that we have right now. Which is we need to import third worlders into our society, and they start stabbing you. Or they try to force you to wear the hijab. Or they beat up your children because they're a majority in school. That's the problem we have. Of course, not everyone should have children, right? If you have a disease that makes life incredibly difficult, yeah, maybe don't have children, right? That kind of thing. Or like if you are like if you struggle with mental health, maybe don't have children. And then also, we need to say that as well. If you don't have children, please don't get into the way of others. Right? If you don't want to have children, at least don't get into the way in the way of others. In fact, if you don't have children, I think it is in some way, shape, or form your responsibility to contribute something else. I don't know, somehow, in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. Volunteer, something. Encourage others to make babies, something. I don't know.
Quality tends to decline over time. Lower sperm count and more DNA damage to the sperm occurs. These changes usually start after 35 to 40 years old. So as men age, the risk of passing on genetic mutations increases. Similar to maternal age, higher paternal age has been associated with autism, schizophrenia, so basically being a ShoeOnHead fan, and other rare genetic disorders, as well as the chance of
Fine! I guess my kid will be acoustic. Anyways.
miscarriage rates being higher. So when red pill manosphere people tell you like, oh, you have all the time in the world to have children, bro, focus on yourself, queen, get that bag, like, technically they're correct. Physically, you do have all the time in the world, but that doesn't mean you should wait. Having kids is more than the ability to reproduce. You want energy to chase a toddler around. You want your kids to have their father in their life for a long time. You want to see your kid graduate and maybe have children of their own. You want to give your parents grandchildren. You don't want to be a super old dad or mom, but if that's how it happens, that's how it happens, and that's great. Life is not a Hallmark movie, but it should not be the ideal for men and women. Like, if you are in a stable relationship, get married and have kids as soon as possible. Honestly, it's the stable relationship part I think people are having the most trouble with. It's easy to be like, find a wife and get married and have kids, bro, and it's like, find a wife? From where? The wife store? Listen, I believe
Maybe. Last time I checked, buying humans is illegal. Maybe we can do that again. Reintroduce it. Just an idea,
you will have that.
right? But non-discriminatory. A woman can buy a man, whoever she wants, and the man can buy a woman, and we find out like their market value and how much they're worth, whatever. You can only buy one at a time, and if you have like get rid of the current one, you need to bring it back, something like that. If you don't like it, then there's gonna be a warranty.
One day and on. I believe you will have that wife and daughter or son. You will have a little Diana of your own one day. You will hang those drawings on your fridge. Don't blackpill, don't doom. We're all gonna make it. Same to you ladies watching. If I can make it, you can make it. So what did you guys think of this? Have you played Pragmata? Did you like it? Did it make you feel those fatherly or motherly instincts? Is your biological clock ticking? Do you have baby fever? If you like this video, please subscribe, and if you can, donate to my Patreon link.
That's pretty much the end of the video, right? So just to summarize, we just have a bunch of mentally ill people crashing out over Pragmata illegally. So men paying on first date is a crime. I don't know. Yes, it is. It promotes patriarchy, but the women don't want to pay either. So I guess restaurants just have to give out food for free. Anyways. Yeah, to summarize, people, lonely, bitter people with either no family or no, not just mentally ill people. That's all there is to say. Are mad about this game, and that's all there really is to it. I agree. Shinzo Abe, marry and reproduce. That is all you need. You want to save the world? Plap as if there's no morning. I am pro plapping. That's all I gotta say.